Now at 6 o'clock, we're getting a look at the aftermath of a small wildfire that sparked Thursday in Columbia Park in Kennewick.
Brr, a very cool Friday today, but a warmer but still below average temperature-wise weekend is ahead. I'll get you and your family prepared with my first alert weather forecast.
Plus, crooks at work, where a credit card scammer was found in central Washington.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6.
A wildfire that sparked along the Columbia River Thursday was smoldering in places earlier today. Our cameras recorded the fire's aftermath today in Columbia Park in Kennewick. It broke out on the north side of Paul Parrish Drive. Firefighters say the flames burned 3 acres. Fire bosses are asking the public to stay away from the area for the time being. Some locations might still have hot spots, and the fire may have made some trees at risk of falling down. They don't want anyone getting hurt by that possibility. The cause of the fire remains undetermined right now, but if you have any information about how this fire started, please contact Kennewick's Deputy Fire Marshal at 509-585-4426 or at the email on your screen. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Madeline Hagan.
I'm Jason Valentine, and we shoot a lot of our promos in that area for on air. So again, we know that area very well.
Very much
and
so.
We just was so sickened to see that yesterday.
It's very sudden, and it just kind of wildfire moves quickly.
Just like that. So again, winds yesterday weren't helping that out. Maddie, look at that scene.
Look at those clouds.
Yeah, it's just, it's a bit.
What is this, October?
The technical term is gloomy. It's icky outside, but we are going to see better conditions as we head into our weekend. A little bit warmer as well. Most of the shower activity, Prosser area between really the Tri-Cities and Yakima and to the north of our regions. We could see just a hint of shower activity coming into the Blue Mountain region this evening. But other than that, we're looking all right. A little bit of shower activity for Yakima, 56 right now over in the lovely Tri-Cities area, 59. So again, folks, we're 30 to 25 degrees off of what we saw on Wednesday. We do expect to see warmer temperatures and nicer conditions for your weekend, but still, folks, we'll be off of our average for this time of year. It's around mid to lower 70s. Folks, I'll get you and your family ready for your weekend in my forecast that's coming up.
Thank you so much, Jason. Well, Yakima police have identified the 3 officers involved in Wednesday's fatal shooting. They're officers Chris Taylor, who has 17 years of service, Chad Irwin with 19 years, and Alam Martinez, who has 2.5 years of service. The officers confronted 39 Sergio Orduña Mata on his front lawn. He allegedly had a weapon, and police say he was having a mental health crisis. Police did ask him to drop the gun multiple times, and at some point they started firing. All 3 remain on administrative leave, which is common for shootings involving law officers as an administrative investigation gets underway. That investigation will determine if the officers acted within department protocol. A separate investigation will be conducted by Yakima Valley Special Investigations. And tonight, a man is in the Benton County Jail for involvement with a teen who ended up in a Richland ER with 2 gunshot wounds. This was the scene from yesterday when police were told a teen was shot near Richland High School. It turns out the shooting actually happened in a home in West Richland off of Kennedy Road. Investigators say the 15-year-old girl had 2 non-life-threatening but self-inflicted gunshot wounds. Officials' investigation led them to an older man associated with the house where the shooting happened. Police say he's a convicted felon suspected of delivering drugs to middle schoolers. He was arrested and booked into jail on several counts of unlawful possession of a firearm. The narcotics investigation is ongoing. It's the National Day of Awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, and tonight we're talking about the media's roles covering those cases.
In 2018, a study by the Urban Indian Health Institute looked at more than 500 MMIW cases across the country and found that 95% of them were never reported on by the media. KAPP KVEW's Emily Goodell has written dozens of stories about missing Indigenous people, and today brings us one that's been overlooked for decades.
I think I was about 10 when I found out what actually happened to her. I just kind of always knew I just didn't have a grandma.
I didn't really get the full story until I was about, I'd say like 12 maybe. And then I started understanding more where my dad was coming from with being strict. It wasn't being strict, the trauma that he's been through.
Her name was Joanne Wyman. their father's mother, who had 11 children and went missing from the Brownstown area on August 1st, 1988. When she was just 44 years old. A missing persons report was filed, but the response from police?
They found out that she was last seen at a tavern. They kind of brushed it off and said that she was binging, that she'll return, but she never came home.
Her remains were found in the area of Mill Creek near White Swan on February 2nd, 1991, identified using dental records.
And there was just fractions of her body found there, so she wasn't even of flesh, it was just bones.
You can just imagine the trauma that
Yes.
my aunt and our fathers went through.
Growing up was definitely difficult. I personally have only seen 2 pictures of her my whole life, and I'm 34. And I've only seen 2 pictures, and I've heard very few stories of her.
Almost 35 years later, only 2 articles written about her.
You wonder how many others are only 1 or 2, or even if more. I feel like it's never enough. There's never enough outreach. There's never enough information out there. There's never enough people talking about it, especially being Indigenous people.
To this day, they still don't know who killed her.
With it being a cold case, it's even lower chance of being solved, is even more disheartening as a person, really.
Because few people know the name Joanne Wyman, about who she was or what happened to her.
She was a very loving person and a very upfront person, and that's how we were raised.
She was a cooker.
She was
a
a cooker,
and the most stories I've ever heard was that she made good yeast rolls.
She deserves to be remembered and to deserve to know that everybody knows that she was human at the end of the day. She had a family, and you know, she's important, and she's Indigenous too.
Reporting, Emily Goodell, KAPP Local News.
Anyone with information about that case should call Yakima Nation Tribal Police at 509-865-2993. And in honor of MMIW Awareness Day, KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell has been sending out tweets every 10 minutes or so. These tweets contain the names of those who are missing Indigenous people from the Yakima Reservation. Some of these have been missing in the last month. Some have been lost for decades. If you want to learn more, you can check out Emily's Twitter and take a look. You may be the person who has the clue that could solve the case.
Now to new details in the case of 4 murdered University of Idaho students. New video recently released shows suspect Brian Koberger's encounter with police a month before the murders.
It never even occurred to me that that was actually something wrong, but well, except for the fact that I was blocked.
This video shows WSU police talking to Koberger after pulling him over for running a red light. He's polite and cooperative, but it's this interaction that later helps police tie him to the crime. The video was part of a major document dump of video and search warrants by Washington State University. Koberger was a PhD student when police say he killed Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Kernoodle, Ethan Chapin, and Madison Mogen. The documents also shed light on what police found inside Koberger's apartment in Pullman.
Police department, search warrant, come to the door.
When police searched the apartment around 7 o'clock on the morning of December 30th, seen in this video, Koberger was already under arrest in Pennsylvania, where he was spending Christmas vacation with his family. In his apartment, police collected a disposable black glove, a Walmart receipt, fire stick, strands of hair, and a computer tower. Police also found blood stains on a mattress cover and pillow in his bedroom. And Brian Koberger's office inside Wilson Short Hall on the WSU campus was also searched. According to court documents, police were looking for images of the victims, any data showing interest in or planning of murder or stabbing, any data about the King Road house or information about the victims, anything showing the location of Koberger or his cell phone on the night of November 13th, and electronic devices with social media accounts, photos, internet searches, passwords, or fingerprints. Now, there's no date set for trial yet, but Koberger's defense team is gearing up for one. The new documents show that his attorney, Ann Taylor, removed a TV, a computer monitor, a box of papers, books, and a small box from his apartment. There's also been some confusion about a gag order that a media coalition is fighting. The gag order doesn't prohibit the release of court documents. It says information can only be released in court documents, which is how we can bring you these new details. Koberger faces a preliminary hearing on June 26th.
New tonight, a card skimmer found and a gas pump in an Outpost grocery in Shawana in Beverly, Washington. That discovery made by a technician. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, that strip skimmer records information from your card. Police say it takes only seconds for crooks to put skimmers in place. Deputies don't know how much personal or financial data the skimmer recorded before they found it. If you suspect your financial information has been compromised in any way, immediately contact law enforcement and your bank. Still to come, a treasure up for grabs. A lucky lottery ticket holder won $1 million. The only problem is they have only until tomorrow to cash it in. Also,
well, it's the largest pickleball tournament in the United States, right here in the Tri-Cities. When we return, I'll have the details and tell you a little bit more about the love for the sport and how it's growing.
All right, we look forward to that. Plus also an unusual sight in Richland. That's new tonight at 6:30. Folks, you're watching KAPP Local News at 6. Stick with us. Hi, buddies.
Oh my gosh, Chris Bryant, Freddie Freeman, hustling in for the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu? Oh, 5 iconic flavors here for a limited time, like new peanut butter puppy chow.
Wow.
And s'mores is back.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow is right.
Hey guys.
Wow.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. Hustle in before it's gone.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
I want to be smarter with my spending now.
And that's what we're here for.
Find a healthier approach to money at Gisa.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away. Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, 1 sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Whether you're looking for your next house plant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
You love a cold, refreshing soft drink from McDonald's. So we've got even colder ones.
From frozen faves to our new lemonade. Get any small for $1.89. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, the largest pickleball tournament right here in the Tri-Cities this weekend. Pacific Clinic in Kennewick hosting the event, drawing in athletes from all over.
Today, photographer Chris Whitmer and I stopped by the tournament to watch the action and learn how the sport is growing locally. Washington State Sport bringing in dedicated athletes to this Kennewick gym.
We've got great lineup, great brackets. Everybody fits into a good category, and it should be a lot of fun.
And the sport of pickleball isn't limited by state lines.
Washington, Oregon, Idaho, down in Arizona. We got people flying in from a lot of places.
Jim Sandusky, the pickleball director at Pacific Clinic, took a hiatus from the sport.
but I'm back at it.
Sandusky spent many years with the Canadian Football League and some time with the Seattle Seahawks. But it was 1989 when he was introduced to pickleball at an Everett athletic club.
It's off season with the Seahawks, and so I was working out, and the new owner came in, and they had a couple courts there, and said, "Hey, what are these?" Yeah, he goes, "Well, it's a game called pickleball."
Now he runs pickleball operations at the clinic, sharing a love of the sport that draws in a diverse crowd.
Especially for people 50 and over or have injuries, it's controlled movement. It's a limited movement, and so it's really easy on the ankles, knees, hips, and those are the first to go. And so it's a great sport to get involved with without having to feel like you're running a marathon.
While this tournament is for athletes over 19 years old, it's a sport Sandusky says everyone can learn and enjoy.
It can be a little frustrating the first couple times, but that's it. You get the hang of it. It's almost like riding a bike.
And Pacific Clinic hopes to be the hub for pickleball fans in the region.
Real excited because it is growing, and we're looking at a new facility right here on our land, and it's going to be exciting because it's going to be the premier one in the Northwest.
And these athletes do not mess around. Jim said they have people in their 80s and even 90s who will play for a couple of hours, go home, eat lunch, then return for more pickleball. Winners will be announced throughout the weekend.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Maddie, that's a lot of pickleball for 80 and 90-year-olds, but God bless it. All right, folks, good Friday evening. Welcome to the weekend. I know it's a bit gloomy tonight, and we're going to see some sunshine for your weekend and warmer temperatures. I just know it is just quite the pivot from what we saw Wednesday and really what we saw yesterday morning. So chilly Friday. Definitively, it is cold today for this time of year. My goodness, we do have a warmer weekend on the way. We do have some rain, mostly for the Blue Mountain region for this weekend. We could see rain return also on our Monday. So we're seeing a little bit of shower activity. Yakima area, just a little bit in the vicinity there. Prosser, still very slow moving and light rain. If you do see rain come to your area, it'll be very quick. We could see a little more along the Blues as we get into our evening hours. But other than that, we're going to be looking at this rain kind of moving on out. Then we're going to be seeing a pretty nice Saturday ahead, though we could see just a little bit of shower activity, especially in the Blues as we get to the evening hours. Then as we head into Sunday, Sunday should be mighty fine as well until we get to the evening hours into Monday. And again, we expect to see a little bit of shower activity as we get to our Monday, possibly even some thunder and lightning. We definitely saw some thunder and lightning last night in the Blue Mountain region with that wind throughout many of our areas. Look at these temperatures. We are in the upper to lower 50s all over the place. Very chilly along the Blue Mountain region and in Ellensburg. Again, mid to upper 80s Wednesday, mid to upper 70s yesterday at this time. And today we're in those 50s. So just what a drop we have seen. And again, folks, we are 15 degrees or more off of our average today for our cities. Now, as we get into our weekend, we're going to be about 5 or so degrees off of our average, and that's going to last till Tuesday. Then we're going to see a warming trend, and we should be back to, it looks like, the 80s for most of our cities a week from today. So warmer temperatures, I promise, are on the way. Just quite a shock to the system from what we've been seeing this week. So winds, we're still seeing heavy winds in Ellensburg, 32-mile-per-hour winds. Other than that, we're exactly where we expected to be, mid to lower teens. And again, we're going to see similar winds as we get into the next couple of days, maybe a little bit less, more around 10 miles per hour. And that's going to persist into our next work week. So no real wind events, especially after what we saw last night. So in our overnights, we're kind of holding on to the heat, especially with those I wouldn't say heat today, but the warm temperatures for overnights. We're still 51 for the Tri-Cities, kind of mid 40s for the rest of our areas. So cloudy conditions, but pretty darn mild overnight. As we head into our Saturday, our weekend proper, we are going to warm up. Upper 60s, lower 70s, and we are seeing partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. And again, small chance of a little bit of shower activity for the Blue Mountain region as we get to tomorrow evening into very early on Sunday, and then the reverse, or actually the same for late Sunday into our Monday. Speaking of Monday, we have a chance of seeing a little bit of thunder and lightning for the mid-Columbia as we get into Monday. So right around that 70-degree mark Saturday and Sunday with partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows staying right in those upper 40s to lower 50s for the week ahead, but we do have a nice warm up. We just got to wait till Wednesday to get right around our average. Then we'll be above it and then well above it by Friday. So it looks like we could have a nice next weekend. And of course, that is Mother's Day weekend. Don't forget Mom. In the Yakima region, we are in those mid 60s through Tuesday, and then we get to 72 by Wednesday, and that steep ascent as we get into the 84 by the Friday. So warmer temperatures are definitely on the way. It is just going to take a little while for us to get there, so do get ready for that. And again, folks, for your weekend, we're in the mid to upper 60s, so warmer than we are today, just well off our average, but we'll get back there by our next weekend. And keep an eye out for some shower activity on your Monday. All right, folks, we'll be right back with KAPP KVEW Local News at 6 after this. Don't go anywhere.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
It's the Great Northwest RV Show, this Wednesday through Sunday only at the Hapo Center. Save big with special show pricing on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands under one roof. Tiffin, Newmar, Rockwood, Grand Design, and more. Hundreds of new and used RVs to choose from. Get ready for spring adventures now. Don't miss the Great Northwest RV Show, Wednesday through Sunday at the Hapo Center on Burton Boulevard.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
ET's with J-Lo.
This is me. Take it or leave it.
Her life at home with Ben and their blended family. And her new action film.
Run!
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on KAPP KVEW.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Oh, it's that time of year to think about
Sure
your
is.
garden. And if you want the opportunity to make your garden really shine this spring and help to grow and nourish a high school ag program, you've got the chance to buy some homegrown blooms from local students.
Yeah, the Chiawana High School plant sale is underway now. The plants on sale have been grown and cared for by FFA students throughout the school year. They don't only get experience in growing, they also get to learn what it takes to operate a small greenhouse business. This project helps FFA students raise money for the coming year.
We have two main fundraisers in FFA. We do a poster fundraiser and then a plant sale fundraiser. So we start working on the plants in January. We do transplants and then we kind of prep the greenhouse. We clean it out. We just did a clean out on Saturday of the greenhouse and then to sell all the plants and hanging baskets in order to get funds for next year.
All right, all proceeds of the plant sale goes towards student activities through the National FFA organization and school agriculture programs. Pasco High School almost sold out of its plants last week, and they're hoping for another round of success at Chiawana High School. The event continues tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Chiawana High School greenhouse.
Look at those tomato plants.
Oh, were those tomato plants?
Those are tomatoes.
Oh.
Now, typically you want to wait. The rule here in the Tri-Cities is waiting until Mother's Day, but with conditions looking so good, you can get them in the ground a little early.
All right.
But it is a risk.
Oh, a fresh tomato with some mozzarella.
Nothing beats it.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing beats a fresh tomato.
All right, folks, you're watching KAPP Local News at 6. Right back in a moment.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome to the Spectrum Lab, where we're bringing you the best in connectivity with Spectrum One.
Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999.
Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation, so you always have the speed you need for all your connected devices. This guy gets it.
Advanced Wi-Fi comes with state-of-the-art security and privacy, which automatically blocks online threats on all your devices. If it's connected, it's protected.
Plus, Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data on a reliable nationwide network.
At Spectrum, we're always working to bring you better ways to connect.
You think they noticed the orb? I think so.
Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or Spectrum Store today.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
If you're an innovator, groundbreaker, billionaire who's had such an enormous impact in America and all across the globe, what is next? Bill Gates, one-on-one with Rebecca Jarvis. Don't miss the exclusive interview, Monday on ABC's Good Morning America.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Get a free Makita Impact Driver Kit or a Pit Boss Grill now. When you build a deck with wood decking or TimberTech or Trex composite decking and railing from Par, visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build?
It's the Great Northwest RV Show this Wednesday through Sunday only at the Hapo Center. Save big with special show pricing on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands under one roof. Tiffin, Newmar, Rockwood, Grand Design, and more. Hundreds of new and used RVs to choose from. Get ready for spring adventures now. Don't miss the Great Northwest RV Show Wednesday through Sunday at the Hapo Center on Burton Boulevard.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book at BuyMart.com. It's 16 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for spring planting and gardening, pet supplies, and more. At Bi-Mart, our members get more value every day.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit AffordableDentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, in less than 24 hours, a lucky person who is a potential millionaire could see that money flitter away. The Washington Lottery says the person who bought a Powerball from the Maverick store in Airway Heights, by the way, if you don't know, that's where Northern Quest Casino is up in the Spokane area, for the November 7th drawing is the winner of $1 million. And if they don't come forward by May 6th, that's tomorrow, that money goes away. By law, winners have 180 days to come forward and claim the prize. If no one claims the money, it goes into a reserve account, and every June that money is used to support education in the state of Washington.
Oh man, so check your pockets,
yeah,
dryer vents, I don't know.
I know. If you bought a lottery ticket
Yes.
in Airway Heights,
Yes.
check
This message is for
everything.
you.
Yes.
Alrighty, well, a big day across the pond tomorrow. A massive audience prepares to witness history and the coronation of King Charles III.
Also, an alarming finding regarding student test scores. The surprising subjects where students are not making the grade.
And birds of a feather flock together. The cute sighting in a Tri-City store. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6:30.
Well, in just a few days, the waning impact of the pandemic could have a huge impact on U.S. borders. Title 42 was invoked at the start of the pandemic to allow border authorities to cite a public health emergency as a way to quickly expel migrants.
Yeah, and it's set to expire next week. Emily Schmidt shows us what that means today.
In simple terms, Title 42 is set to expire May 11th. In El Paso, it's more complicated.
We're getting prepared now for what we call the unknown.
This migrant says, I came here with the purpose of working. He's not alone. El Paso's mayor estimates up to 15,000 migrants are waiting across the border for the lifting of Title 42, with city officials estimating 2,300 already are living on the streets of the city.
The message is very clear. We are coming with the relief that our laws provide to the individuals in need. The border is not open. It has not been open, and it will not be open.
Decades of policy, blame coming from all directions.
But having a border-only approach to immigration doesn't work. We need a comprehensive plan from Congress.
This is a conscious decision by the Biden administration to take a tool out of the toolbox that's been very effective, and it's going to lead to holy hell.
Touted as giving the Biden administration more flexibility to handle migrants, it comes as immigration moves beyond border towns. Chicago's mayor says the city is running out of room. 2 buses carrying nearly 100 migrants from Texas arrived in New York Wednesday.
Really want to go back home to the violence, you know?
The only certainty, migrants who believe what lies before them must be better than what they've left behind. So they are preparing to move ahead. Emily Schmidt, KAPP KVEW, local news.
Let's go ahead and turn to the weather. Jason, clouds are looking interesting outside.
The thing I'm proud is we prepared people.
We absolutely did.
prepared people for today. The people are, Jason, that's not going to happen.
No,
it's
it's
sunny
gonna
and
happen.
beautiful. Oh, it's here. Let's take a look. And again, I think the technical term for right now, blah.
Absolutely.
It's a bit blah outside. And folks, we're going to see nicer conditions tomorrow, I do promise. More sunshine. We do have light showers, especially between, it looks like Prosser in the Yakima area. And if you're heading over into the Goldendale area, you're going to see a little bit of shower activity. I-84 there, pretty much to the Dalles. So right now, 56 degrees in Yakima. Still, there's a hint of shower activity, not too much wind. In the Tri-Cities, quite a bit of cloud coverage. And again, a slight chance of a little more shower activity in the next couple of hours. We're going to dry up overnight into tomorrow. Could see a little bit of late showers in the Blues, but other than that, a much nicer Saturday, and Sunday is on the way. We are going to be warmer, just not to our average, but maybe some hope as we get to our next weekend, a week from today. I'll get you prepared and my full first weather forecast that's coming up later in the show.
Thanks, Jason. An alarming new report out this week highlights a growing concern among U.S. teachers. Test scores reveal a sharp decline for many U.S. students in history and civics. Mike Valerio explains what's behind this new trend and what experts say need to be done.
For parents and teachers across the United States, the revelations are troubling, but perhaps not surprising.
The declines that we're seeing, particularly in U.S. history, were widespread for lower, middle, and higher performing students.
A report from the National Center for Education Statistics, often referred to as the nation's report card, shows a sharp drop in test scores for 8th graders in U.S. history and civics across several themes, including democracy, culture, technology, and the changing role of America in the world. 40% of students scored below basic proficiency in 2022. That's an increase of 6% since 2018. And only 22% of students tested were found to be proficient or advanced in civics. Ebony Walton, a statistician with the organization that conducted the study, says the results highlight a continuing pattern of lower test scores across several subjects, including math and reading.
On the whole, we are seeing, particularly for our lower performing students, declines almost across the board, regardless of subject.
Experts point to the disruption from the COVID-19 pandemic as a major reason behind the recent struggles for American students. But when it comes to history and civics, Walton sees a problem that's existed for years.
We see no change almost in 30 years on average, or across what we call our percentiles for lower, middle, and higher performing students in either of these subjects, meaning that in almost 30 years, we're not tracking much progress in these areas.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
The public health emergency declaration over COVID-19 ends next Thursday, May 11th. The federal government will adjust the way it tracks the illness. The color-coded maps of county-level transmission and disease burden will disappear. The CDC will no longer track variants at the state level. The agency will track the spread of the illness through hospitalizations and deaths. Future recommendations like masking will be tied to hospitalization levels.
Dieting company Jenny Craig is going out of business. The weight loss chain of 40 years made the announcement on Facebook late yesterday. Uncertainty surrounding its future started last week on reports that the company was alerting employees of layoffs and winding down physical operations of its nearly 500 weight loss centers in the U.S. and Canada. Jenny Craig hasn't returned her request for comment. Its website is no longer active. Customers are being told that all auto delivery subscriptions have been canceled and all coaching sessions, food orders, and merchandise sales have ceased online and in corporate centers.
Well, in less than 24 hours, King Charles will be formally crowned alongside Queen Consort Camilla.
So the excitement is building for this historic moment. ABC's Inez de la Cuartara has more from London.
The King and Queen Consort heading to Westminster Abbey for last-minute coronation rehearsals. Tomorrow's ceremony more than 70 years in the making.
It's once in a lifetime opportunity.
The pomp and pageantry will be kicking off at Buckingham Palace. The King and Queen set to travel to Westminster Abbey in a procession. The guest list has been slashed from 8,000 guests to 2,300 and the ceremony shortened.
I think it's going to be a great historic moment. I think there's going to be a hugely patriotic moment for the British people and for the people of the other realms. Lots of people, lots of happy people. I do think we're in a moment of transition in the monarchy, and I think that the palace shouldn't be complacent at the moment because a lot of younger people are not really enamoured with the idea of monarchy.
After the ceremony, another procession. The military set to put on a show for their new commander-in-chief. William, Kate, and their 3 children will all be on hand, as will Prince Harry, though his visit will likely be short. His wife Meghan staying behind in California with their children.
Despite everything that's happened, Harry was brought up in this world, and I think there will be something very deep within him that really respects the importance of this moment, and I think that's a big part of why he's here.
Meanwhile, officials beefing up security, more than 11,000 officers being deployed in what could be the largest security operation in British history, hoping to keep anti-monarchist protesters in check.
And the royals are not resting up. Tonight, King Charles is hosting a reception for foreign dignitaries, including First Lady Jill Biden. Inez de la Cuartara, ABC News, London.
All righty, sure to be an exciting one for those who've been lining up for days, camping out, waiting for this to happen.
Don't quote me, but I think it all starts at 3 a.m. this morning, our time.
I believe so, yes.
At least check your local listings. Well, drawing support and inspiration from each other, the artist community in Yakima, and their works that will go on display in Seattle. That's coming up in this week's Art Beat.
Plus, a mama duck and her brood turning up in an unusual place in Richland.
We could use some duck outfits with a little bit of waterproofing. Folks, it is gloomy on the start of your weekend. We do have sunshine on the way and warmer temperatures, at least from today. Your forecast for your weekend, get you and your family ready, is next on KAPP Local News at 6:30.
This newscast sponsored by wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Riding a motorcycle is a great way to travel. But if someone turns in front of you, you're in the danger zone. If you've been hurt in an accident, find out what your rights are under the law. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices.
My mom had a bath fitter and make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took ever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
We're seeing customers come in every single day. Pros are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
We made the switch to battery-powered equipment to be ahead of the industry.
It's made in America, and I wanted something that was built here.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Real steel. Find yours.
The Silver Jubilee 25th Anniversary Celebration continues at Legends Casino Hotel in May, with over $225,000 in cash and prizes being given away. We've got one Mercedes left, so use your player's card to earn entries for cash drawings on Thursdays and a Mercedes GLE on May 25th. Play your favorite slots for a chance at one of 25 cash prizes, totaling over $200,000 on May 31st. It's an anniversary celebration like no other, only at Legends Casino Hotel, within winning distance.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Prince Harry touches down in London for the King's coronation. Extra is on location with every last-minute detail, from the A-list stars to the final security preps. Then, we've got J-Lo's new interview talking fashion and family. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KAPP.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry. Load up, wolves! Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Like compound interest, our legal experience grows on a daily basis. Counting me, we have over 100 years in experience representing accident victims. Call us if you need help.
Call 735-0546.
Well, today marks Cinco de Mayo. It's a celebration of the Mexican Army's victory over the French at the Battle of the Puebla in 1862. Last year, a young man fired into the crowd at the Sunnyside Cinco de Mayo celebration, and this year police are not taking any chances. Sunnyside police have added layers of security and surveillance, which includes flock safety cameras, which are automatic license plate readers that use artificial intelligence to track suspect vehicles. They'll have officers in plainclothes and uniform with body cameras, as well as operating drones in the downtown area throughout the weekend. They also have a command post set up at 6th and Edison.
Well, obviously we want people to feel safe. Again, we're going to have officers from multiple agencies assisting us. We're also going to have volunteers with shirts that say staff on them. So if they see something or something suspicious, don't hesitate to contact us.
The 35th annual Cinco de Mayo celebration starts today and runs through the end of the weekend. Again, police are asking if you see something, say something to one of the officers stationed at the event or call 911.
New at 6:30, a wilderness rescue in eastern Washington. This video comes from the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. It shows rescue crews hoisting up a man who had been missing for more than 24 hours in Liberty Lake, which lies east of Spokane. Rescuers found him safe just across the Idaho border. The hiker has since been reunited with his family. Thank goodness.
How scary, man. And check this out. A family of ducks spotted Wednesday passing through a Richland furniture store. This happened at Chic and Unique Furniture on the Richland Parkway. At one point, Mama Duck gets a little ahead of her brood, and you can see her ducklings try to follow her by going under something in the store. Then those little babies emerge and continue following her mama duck. Store owner Wendy Howell let us share this video and says the cute little family appeared to go in and out of a couple of businesses as if they were window shopping. And Jason, I have been in the store before. There is a little toddler kid baby section. Maybe they were just looking for some gifts for themselves.
I think so. I think so. We live right by our studios are right by Edison and Clearwater, and I got stopped. I didn't know what was stopping traffic, and it was a duck and her ducklings moving across. I am glad that people are keeping an eye out for them.
Well, they're pretty good about using the crosswalk too.
They are. They're very close. Yes, absolutely. All right, let's head over to weather.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
No, this isn't stock footage from the fall or in the winter. My goodness, what a difference it has been all this week. We've seen everything that our spring can bring to you. Absolutely beautiful conditions with 80-degree temperatures like we saw Wednesday, and today 50-degree temperatures in May. You may or may not believe what you're going to get for your weather during this month, and it just continues. So a chilly Friday. We do have a warmer weekend ahead, though still below our average. And we do have some rain on the way this weekend, mostly for the Blues, though, and we expect more shower activity as we get into Monday. So a very slow-moving light rain system between Prosser and Yakima at the moment. If you're heading anytime soon over to Portland or to the Dalles, you're going to see some shower activity on I-84. Just little bits and pieces. Could see a little bit coming into Walla Walla and Pendleton next couple of hours, but we should be seeing these showers start to dry up as we move into our evening hours, maybe sticking around Yakima just a little bit longer. Then as we head into tomorrow, little bits and bobs of showers possible in the evening hours. Best chance will be near Pendleton or Walla Walla, but still that's looking to be kind of relegated into just the Blue Mountain themselves. As we head into Sunday, a little bit of shower activity around our areas. So folks, don't be surprised if you see just a quick showerlet or two for your weekend, but we're going to see mostly sunny skies, nice conditions, much nicer than we saw today. So we're kind of all over the place in our temperatures from the lower to the upper 50s, but still folks, what a dramatic change. And we saw all of that wind last night with those showers kind of usher in these cooler temperatures as what had been ruling the roost, a southern low pressure system bringing in the heat from the Pacific, changing into, well, another system moving through pretty much the Idaho area, bringing in cooler temperatures from up north. And that's what hit us today. We're going to almost stabilize as we get into our Saturday. So much nicer conditions are on the way. We're going to be about 5 degrees below our average for this time of year as we head into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then we'll slowly start to warm up. And by the time we get to our next weekend, we're looking to be back into those 80s. Warm temperatures should be returning next week. All right, as we head into our evening, we are seeing heavy winds in Ellensburg, 32 mile per hour. Other than that, we're right where we expected to be, mid to lower teens for our winds. And we're going to be seeing maybe around 10 mile per hour winds for our weekend well into our next work week. So no real wind events like we saw last night on the way. So in our overnight period, we're going to be staying warm. Overnights have been kind of staying pretty level at about mid to upper 40s to lower 50s. Plenty of cloud coverage. As we head into our Saturday, we're going to see the sunshine return tomorrow morning. Lower 70s, mid to upper 60s, mostly a little bit cooler for our extreme areas, Ellensburg and Pendleton. And we do expect to see, again, similar conditions on your Sunday and really through our Tuesday. Though we could see a little bit of thunder and lightning for our Monday as we start our work week next week. But look at this, as we get to Wednesday, we start to warm up and then, 88 a week from today. So again, what a difference a week can make. More sunshine than not next week as well, besides those showers on your Monday. In the Yakima region, we look at similar conditions. We're going to be in those mid 60s through Tuesday. So folks, chilly conditions. And then we start to warm up as we get into Thursday, and looks like mostly sunny skies as well. So folks, we may have to suffer through this gloominess today, but we do have nice conditions on the way as a bit of a schizophrenic spring continues as we see cooler temperatures through Tuesday, then that big warm up coming next week after this chilly Friday. All right, folks, KAPP KVEW Local News at 6:30. We'll return right after this.
Rubble. Trouble? Trouble? These are our best burgers ever. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
It's the Great Northwest RV Show this Wednesday through Sunday only at the Hapo Center. Save big with special show pricing on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands under one roof. Tiffin, Newmar, Rockwood, Grand Design, and more. Hundreds of new and used RVs to choose from. Get ready for spring adventures now. Don't miss the Great Northwest RV Show Wednesday through Sunday at the Hapo Center on Burton Boulevard.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
The biggest Jeopardy event ever is in prime time. Monday, 6 all-time greats.
What is grit?
Who's Caro?
What is Mean Girls?
One incredible tournament.
Oh,
I think you should get this checked out.
bring it.
Who will be crowned the first ever Jeopardy Masters champion? If we have any more games like that, I don't know if my heart is going to hold out.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event starts Monday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu. You love a cold, refreshing soft drink from McDonald's. So we've got even colder ones.
From frozen faves to our new lemonade. Get any small for $1.89. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Inspired by nature and each other, 3 emerging artists in Yakima have been collaborating on some unique and meaningful art pieces. Some of those pieces will soon be on their way to an exhibition in Seattle after showing at the Emerge East competition in Toppenish.
In this week's edition of Artbeat, KVEW's Jill Sperling sat down with the artists who explained that the artist community in Yakima has been a source of support and inspiration.
You can see artist Annalee Gresham's love of nature and conservation in her wood-burned pieces.
And I have a series of art that's all on endangered animals of Washington state.
One of her canvas pieces, a tribute to the Columbian sharp-tailed grouse. It's one of 3 pieces she entered in a recent competition.
There's an art competition specifically for Eastern Washington kind of up-and-coming artists. And I made it to the semifinals, and now I'm in the top 10 finalists.
Some of the credit goes to artists Doug and Lynn Lewis, collaborating with Gresham to create 2 of the pieces. Lynn made a pine needle woven lid, and Doug turned the vases. He's been wood turning for 6 years, but still considers himself a beginner and looks to other artists as mentors.
Yakima artists are incredibly open and inviting, and it's part of why I'm doing it, really, is because anything you want to know, they're encouraging, they're inspiring, and like Annalee, she's a go-getter.
Lynn's art is also inspired by the work of others. It's a mix of gourd art, encaustic art, and pine needle coiling.
I'm well known for, as we go hiking, I'm looking around, looking for interesting items in the mountains, on the beaches, wherever.
She also gathers gourds from her garden.
I mean, what do you do with 100 gourds?
Individually, each of these artists are able to create something visually appealing, and together they end up with something none of them could have done by themselves. For KAPP KVEW Local News, I'm Jill Sperling.
And Annalee will have her pieces on display at the Gallery 110 in Seattle through the month of June. As an Emerge East finalist, she's in the running for an Emerging Artist Membership Award, which includes a solo exhibition. Gordon, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? But lovely, and again, keeping kind of endangered species out there for everybody to know.
Yes,
so
and in a beautiful
very cool.
way.
Thanks, Jill, for this latest art beat. All right, final look at weather after the break, everyone, this Friday evening.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Did you know that Astria Health offers the latest technology in robotic surgery with the Da Vinci Xi? Robotic surgeries are more precise and less invasive than even laparoscopic surgeries. There is less blood loss during surgery, and patients heal more quickly, getting them back to living life sooner. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to General Surgeon Dr. Ernesto Dizon or Dr. Manuel Ibanez at Astria Sunnyside Hospital to learn more. Astria Health, always here.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on an XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
It's the Great Northwest RV Show this Wednesday through Sunday only at the Hapo Center. Save big with special show pricing on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands under one roof. Tiffin, Newmar, Rockwood, Grand Design, and more. Hundreds of new and used RVs to choose from. Get ready for spring adventures now. Don't miss the Great Northwest RV Show Wednesday through Sunday at the Hapo Center on Burton Boulevard.
You don't have to wait to save at More Furniture for less. Our Memorial Day sale is on now. You're invited to beat the crowds and save with incredible values for every room in your home. We have all the looks you love to get your home ready for summer, all at our lowest prices, all in stock and on sale. At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing store-wide, our prices are unbeatable. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all Memorial Day sale specials and chat with a furniture expert.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
This is a case that has been confounding for decades.
A clown fires at point blank range.
Now, the 2020 exclusive.
The last words I heard was, "Oh, how pretty," and
bang. 2020 tonight on ABC.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a final look at the weather. A bit of a cool down today.
A bit of a cool down today, but we're getting through it.
Hey, it's spring,
It
right?
is. It is.
And
spring.
it's May.
You never, you don't know what may come. Lovely Maddie told me that one, and I have to agree with it. For your next 24 hours, we do expect more cloud coverage overnight. We'll see clearing tomorrow morning. Overnights, our lows are going to be all right, mid to upper 40s, lower 50s. Tomorrow, our highs are going to be in the lower 70s to upper 60s. We're still going to be below the average, but pretty nice Saturday is on the way, just a bit cool.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Jason. And thank you so much for watching. KAPP KVEW Local News is always on at yaktranews.com. We're back tonight at 11 o'clock.